It was reported this week that Joe Biden's campaign is in the process of hiring hundreds of lawyers to prepare for the massive legal battles that they are expecting to have to take place between now and Election Day, possibly even after Election Day. And I gotta say, this is a very smart move on behalf of the Biden campaign. I hope they're hiring good lawyers who know what they're doing, because here's what's going to happen, folks. Obviously, right now, through the federal court system in the United States, the Republican Party, the RNC themselves, and the Trump campaign are suing to stop programs like universal vote by mail. They're suing to limit polling hours, to limit the number of polling places. They're suing left and right to curtail people's right to vote. That's the bottom line. That is what is happening. So, hopefully some of these lawyers that the Biden campaign is hiring, they're going to go fight those lawsuits. Now, I mentioned, as they've said, they're hiring hundreds. You don't need hundreds just for these few lawsuits. The rest of these lawyers are most likely going to be employed to file immediate emergency injunctions to keep polling places open on Election Day. Here's what I mean. As is typical here in the United States, and this is by design, this isn't by accident, we understock and understaff polling places in certain key areas of the United States. Typically, blue cities and blue counties that are filled with minorities. Imagine that. Look at the statistics. Quite shocking. And they do that, obviously, to make people not go out and vote. But these people do want to go out and vote, so they end up standing in line 2, 3, sometimes 6 to 8 hours. But if they're still standing in line when the polling place is supposed to close, Republicans want to make it to where the polling place straight up closes. You're still in line, but oh well, you didn't make it in time, you go home. And this is where those lawsuits come in, these immediate legal injunctions that have to be filed to keep the courthouses open. The judge will issue an immediate ruling saying, yes, keep it open, or no, close it down. And that's what these lawyers have to do. If you do not have these lawyers on your side, if you do not have them ready to go, but the Republicans do, you're very likely going to see polling places close at 7 p.m. or whatever it is and send everybody home that's still waiting in line. This happens every election, every presidential election. And that's why this is important for the Biden campaign to do that. And it's important for them to do it now. They actually should have done it a couple months ago. I mean, we've known for quite some time that Biden's the nominee. There's been no doubt about that. This is something that actually should have been done at the beginning of the summer. They should have already been out there fighting these lawsuits being filed by Trump and the National Republican Party about the states that have increased vote by mail. Unfortunately, they were not there to do all of that. They do have lawyers that are fighting those, but not quite as many as maybe they should have. But these lawyers got to get trained. They got to know what to do. They got to know who to call. They got to make sure they have all their ducks in a row. And folks, we've got, 50 days? Less than 50 days now, actually. Way under 50 days, I think, before the election. We have to be ready, and we have to be vigilant. And that is not just on the lawyers of the Biden campaign, by the way. It's on you too. As we get closer to the election, we will be releasing, and on Election Day, we will be releasing names, numbers, organizations that you can call if you witness any kind of shenanigans, and I hate using that word, but I think it's the best one to describe what's happening here, at the polling place. We will be releasing those numbers, so please keep them on hand. If you see anything happening, if you see people, these Republican poll watchers trying to intimidate people, if your polling place is trying to close down or trying to send people away because they ran out of ballots, don't leave. Call the numbers. The lawyers will get on it. So stay tuned in the coming weeks. We will be releasing that information for you.